Hello, I'm gonna start a new series here. I guess my first Rome Total War series. As requested by our Total War. It's gonna be a Let's Play, aka Let's Lose, as the Massagetae on Legendary, and it's gonna be a horrible, awful experience for me to play. And hopefully it's awful for you to watch as well. I'm not really sure how long I'm going to make the episodes. Maybe try to be around half an hour or so. It shouldn't take that long for me to get to a point where I feel as if the campaign is a lost cause. So let's just take a look at the faction real quick. I'm not gonna waste time reading all this because fuck reading. Here's they get the part of the nomadic tribes. So they get plus 10% income from raiding and sacking, plus 2 army recruitment capacity in home province. This is actually a nice bonus right here. If you can ever get off the ground. Other bonuses that they have down here. We're gonna have like a minus 30 diplomatic penalty with all Eastern factions. 20% wealth from livestock buildings. That bonus sucks because livestock buildings don't produce that much money. Fierce independence, 10% melee defense for all units during battles in own or allied territory. Again, this kind of sucks because you're an all cavalry faction, so this doesn't really even come into play very much. I guess a little bit if you send your horse archers in to attack and things like that, but it's not as good as it sounds. Not for an infantry based faction. Surprisingly, they have like, I don't know, I guess the Roxolani, they might have a better set of bonuses here because they have plus 10 melee attack during battles in foreign territory, so that'll help your lancers out quite a bit. 5% wealth from all commerce buildings. I'm not sure where your economy comes from because it's so fucking terrible. Okay, so let's start this horrible experience up. I've already I tried playing again today for the 3rd time, and I lost. It was extremely frustrating. I almost uninstalled Rome 2. But instead I chose to do it again instead of doing something fun or productive. I was like, hey, let me do this thing that I absolutely can't stand and hate. Pretty sure we did that on Legendary difficulty. If we didn't, I hope I don't realize it and I do really good and feel good about myself. So sorry for this loading time here. It'll all be worth it, don't worry. The first like 40 minutes of this campaign is just auto-resolving if you manage to get into a battle, because the fucking cities are 20 miles apart. I can't stand the starting province, the starting area. Where the Roxolani start is actually like my least favorite territory in the whole game. Like whenever I had to conquer it, like playing other factions, I was like, man, this territory fucking sucks. And now it's like, oh hey, this is my home territory. Fucking sucks. If we get over there, I'll probably go into great deal as to why it sucks. But yeah, any second now. I could, you know, edit this out, but that would take way too much fucking work. I already spent like 6 hours.
A
Oh,
test of strength and power awaits. Your people are great warriors, as your
no,
northern
they're not.
neighbors will quickly realize when you raid their lands and claim their horses.
No, they won't.
The kingdom of the Korasmii lies to the east. Their riches are yours for the taking. Move southwards, and you can wage glorious war against the successors to the mighty Persian Empire, the sons of your old enemy Cyrus. This will not be easy, but the rewards will be great. All will tremble before the Massagetae.
Okay, he said Massagetae. I specifically looked up how to say this before I started the video, and that was not one of the pronunciations. Let me see if I can play this here.
Massagetae or Massagetae.
Yeah, you're fucking wrong, barbarian guy. Control 2 provinces. Okay. I did that one time. It took like 80 turns. Okay, so basically the game wants you to, told you to attack your strongest ally, the only people you have a trade agreement with, and also to attack these people, and then attack Parthia. So what I think I'm going to do this time is try to go to my least favorite territory ever and take out these guys, because last game I took out these guys and these guys went to war together. The Massagetae and the Roxolani went to war, and I was like, oh sweet, they went to war, perfect opportunity for me to snatch this provincial capital. So I went and did that, but then when they did that, when they were away from their capital, they took this city, and so it was like me trying to send guys up here, but they take all this attrition because it's a bunch of bullshit in here, and then they'd like send armies over here, and I could only field 2 armies, and they could field like 3 or 4. And then what happened was they ended up sending some armies in this water. Like when I had 2 armies all set, going to take this, be like, yes, I got a province. It only took like 40 turns to conquer 2 fucking territories. But no, they sent some guys in the water, sent them down here to my starting province, and attacked it with no one there. And it's just like, I can only field 2 armies, they can field like 3 to 4. And it's just a big game of keep away that I can't win because it's just a numbers game. So that didn't work very well. I mean, I could go and take this provincial capital, but it's in a different province. So I don't know. I think the game like thinks you can take this province down here, but Parthia or Bactria is like right here. They take this every game. I've never seen them not take it. This faction might take it over for like a couple turns, but then Parthia and or Bactria, well, I shouldn't say and, Parthia or Bactria will take it over. So let's see, we start off with okay, I can't click on that. We start off with some horse skirmishers and some horse archers. Really the only unit that's worth a damn at the beginning of the game is the armored horse archers, because you can't beat the computer with your horse archers because all they have is horse archers, plus they get like mercs that would cost me like, I can't even see how much. Let's see. Like they get these mercs that would cost me 500 gold in upkeep. They get them for like free, basically. So like these horse archers, they're like alright, but when you're fighting the other nomad factions, they have the same units and they get bonuses. So it doesn't really work out well for you. Most important upgrade to go for right away is this plus 50% missile ammunition, because you're primarily horse archer based. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to build a farm, because your units come from a version of the farm. I'm on the fence about upgrading this, because last time I upgraded this, when I took the provincial capital, I couldn't upgrade the provincial capital because I didn't have enough food. You just get like no growth in these provinces. So I'm gonna just leave it as it is for now. I mean, I'm gonna be missing out on 50 gold and 8% wealth from all sources, which is 8% of 30, which is a whopping number, and 8% of 150, I guess. Or I guess it would only be 4%. So I'm missing out on 4% of 30, which someone do the math. I'm pretty sure it's not very much. The added garrison, I guess, is nice. Whatever. Do I have a public order problem? Yes, it looks like I do, because it's only +2 with an army in it. These troops that you start with, young axes, they're pretty bad. They're not as bad as I thought they were. They're just really, 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 really bad against the other nomad factions, because they'll be, these other armies will be composed of like 18 horse archers, 19 horse archers, 20 horse archers, and these guys have 15 armor, and they just get torn to shreds by missiles. So they're pretty much worthless at the beginning of the game. They're not that bad like against other infantry, because they have a pretty nice, they have a +10 bonus to infantry. They have they do 16 armor piercing damage. So they're not that bad against like hoplites or something like that if we make it that far. But for now, I'm probably just gonna disband them, even though they're not that expensive, because they slow my army down. Let's take a look here. See which one of these dudes is from my faction. Okay, so there's really no good way to do this. So I believe this Inathimus guy is from the other faction. Yes, he is. So I'll probably just replace him right away. Even though, again, politics really isn't going to matter, because it kind of has some nice bonuses too. Politics is not going to matter. See, what the fuck is this? -5% tax rate. The game hasn't even started. Why do you have that? +3% tax rate. I'll just get this. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some money. I had a thought, but I forgot to finish it. Oh, politics doesn't matter because like it doesn't matter to begin with, and it also doesn't matter for us because we won't get that far to where it matters. If we do, we'll probably be able to handle it. Maybe. I usually go with the noble horse archers instead of the steppe lancers. I've experimented with the steppe lancers. I mean, they're just like, as for your general, like they kind of tend to die a lot, and they're not around your troops because they're like flanking and things like that. So like I like the horse archers because they're by the majority of your troops, so they give the general aura and all that. We also start with some steppe horse skirmishers. It'll probably be the only time in the entire game that I have those units. So let's see what this guy's bonuses are. He doesn't have anything good. So we'll just try to consolidate these forces and recruit with these guys. We're just going to recruit straight up horse archers. We can recruit armored horse archers when our farm is done. But that's like 3 turns or so. I mean, I could wait. But, I don't know. Oh, and we start with the spy, which I always forget about. Now, the last 2 times I played, this faction hasn't declared war on me. But they're kind of known to declare war on me, so I don't really know. I'm just going to send them up towards the spy, up towards here for now. Spies are really important on Legendary. I plan on getting this territory up here, this piece of fucking shit territory. So, he should be up there by the time everything's done recruiting. So hopefully nobody declares war on us, because sometimes they do. I might just try to keep these guys allies for as long as possible and then backstab them. I wasn't really paying attention to that though. War declared. Okay, so they already started their war. And those guys started their war. So it's just like last time. Except I don't know if these guys declared war on the first turn either. So again, you know, I'm tempted to just come here and steal this right away and be like, oh, I got a provincial capital. But the problem is you can't really fucking build anything in it because you have no food. Because this building, I'll have like 2 food off this building.
Thirsty for battle.
Even when it's upgraded.
We need good fighters.
This is where my +2 recruitment bonus, which almost puts me on par with the AI. They can probably recruit like 7 troops. No, it looks like they only still get their 5. Although I'm not sure if these guys count for the faction bonuses or not, because they're not playable.
I am the knife. Impossible.
Did I switch these guys over yet? No. So yeah, see, I already have public order problems. I think I might just want to keep this guy here. Anyway. Oh, I guess I don't really need to. I can march him back. And then march him back up when we're getting ready to go. Now, this is kind of interesting down here. I may want to try to take advantage of this, but it's just going to put me at war with Parthia right away. I would have 3 provinces if I could get this. I mean, it's something to think about. Parthia already doesn't like me a lot. Like, I haven't met them or whatever, technically, I don't think. But since I have that, oh, I have them. I mean, they're -72 to me, so they're gonna declare war on me, especially if we share a border. For the faction strength, I'm weaker than all of these other factions that hold 1 county. And that doesn't change. I don't know why. I'm really kind of interested in going down and snaking those 2 territories, though. It's just, I just don't want to be at war with Parthia at the same time. and then try to come back up here, because these guys will eventually probably declare war on me as well. It's really tempting to come down here. I mean, this is a provincial capital, that's a whole nother thing. I have horse archers and more horse archers. So assaulting a walled city is like fucking getting kicked in the dick, dude. It fucking sucks. But maybe just for the sake of being different this game, I can try this out. Okay, so I got my my thing up here. Now you can see these shitty buildings that I get. This is the one building that I think might make it okay. So you get 100 wealth from industry. Usually you can only build like those industry buildings in a capital for like a Hellenic faction or Carthage, who I last played. But other than that, like they only make 5 food instead of 6, I believe. And then it gives 5 food plus a bonus to livestock, so it's like you have to build more than one farm. But this one is where our troops come from, so we're gonna build that. Although I wonder how viable it would be just to completely hold off on building. Okay, so now that plan's kind of fucked because Parthia is at war. I don't know why they're at war with that. Just like skip over these guys. I don't know. The more the merrier. We'll see. If this series is really short, it makes the work a lot less on my part. So I should have like got a watch out or something like that, because I have no idea. Oh, I think I started this around 9:30. Oh, so it's about 10 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going to end this recording and then pretend like it's been a while, when really I'm just going to start recording immediately. Excuse me. And yeah, so stay tuned for